I'm going to wait for a few people to come in. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Make sure you like, share, hit that bell so you get notifications when I come in live or when I have videos up. And the donation link to help me get more gear to bring you guys the best news is linked in the chat box and as well in my bio. So we're just going to wait for a few people to come in. Hi, White Mountains of Arizona. How are you? Hello, Mark. Hello, Isaac. Hope everyone's doing well. We're just going to wait for a few people to come in. Hey, Awake. Hey, Andrew. Hello, Sheila. How are you? Hi, Mr. B. Hi, Very Detailed Window Cleaner. How are you? Hi, Renee. How are you? Yes, there's news. There's lots of it. So we'll get into that when a few people come in. We'll get a few more people in so they don't miss anything. Oh, Tweed and Hickory. Erase that one. She's good. She's right here. She's with me. Say hi, Auntie Nay. Say hello. Hello. So we'll just wait a few more minutes for some people to come in. I don't want anyone to miss anything. Hi, Tara. Hello, hello. Hi, Craig. Okay, so I think there's enough people in here now to get started on the news I have to report. So I'm going to be looking at notes, and then I have a board behind me that I'm going to be reading off of some of my points that I got to make so I don't forget. Hoping not to be too nervous this time around, but I want to make sure I get the news delivered to you guys and let you know exactly what's going on in this world. So are you guys ready for the news? Fur babies are the best. Yes, they are. So remember, guys, the link is in the description. Let's get into it. So, do I have some news for you guys? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so I'm going to give you some hot news first, okay? So just in the news, I'm pregnant. Okay, so as you all know, Peter Soley of the chief of police resigned. And then now the Peterborough chief of police, Scott Gilbert, has resigned. And Diane Theron took a leave of absence. I find that a little bit convenient and fishy. All three of those people resigned within the last week. Yes, freezing bank accounts, we'll get into that. Last night, 4 council members stepped down, shutting down the emergency meeting. Okay, so these are just some tidbits I'm going to get into before I actually tell you what's happening. Ottawa Police Chief Steve Bell. What a guy he is. Huh. Wow. So they have put up 100 checkpoints in Ottawa. So you're not to leave your houses. And he is working with CAS to take the children away from their parents and break up families because, why? Because they're protesting. Police have come in last night. They had workers putting up fences around the Parliament building, as well as many cops coming by buses to put these people out. the protesters out. It's getting crazy over there, guys. It's getting crazy. But this cop, to go and say, the police chief, Steve Bell, I'll say his name again, to say that he is going to take, works with CAS, which is Children's Aid Society here in Canada, which is CPS for you guys. I think that's what it's called over there in the United States. He is going to separate these children from their family members. It is shameful. So not only that, another thing that really got to me is that they are going to, any dogs that are in the protest with these people, because they say they're not being taken care of properly, as my dog sits here on my lap, it makes my blood boil. They are going to, okay, I'm going to go to my notes really quick. So, Ottawa bylaw, it's a bylaw now in Ottawa. People who have dogs at the convoy will have dogs taken into protective care. And if they don't make any arrangements in 8 days, those dogs that are with their owners in the protest will be taken away and fostered out or humanely euthanized. That is disgusting. I don't know where in their minds they find that right. Ugh, that just boils my blood, along with the children trying to separate from their family members because they are fighting for what's right and standing up for what they believe in. You know, if Trudeau just listened to them and what they wanted, this would have ended a long time ago, but yet he hides behind, you know, first it was, oh, he thinks he has COVID. He doesn't feel good. That's why the first time he was hiding. Now he won't speak on it. He leaves the meetings when he's there. He answers very short. It's just a bit ridiculous now. If he would have listened to them from the get-go, it wouldn't have got this far. Yes, I did take my dog to the protest. She was with me there at the Ambassador Bridge. The first night I went, she was there, but it was too cold, so I didn't bring her again. But if I was in a truck and she was my right man sitting in the truck with me, yes, of course she would be there. I take her everywhere with me. So, sorry about that. I don't want to get heated. So, another thing. Let me just go over these really quick. Trudeau. The only reason why he did this, because we all know there's red flags, okay? He has a serious track record of having serious disregard for the law. So him trying to invoke this act, he doesn't care about what the law stands for, or, he just does his own thing. Everyone from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Coots, everywhere is against this act because it's not right and he has not met the threshold for this. Things are going to get really crazy and we're not going to stand down. He needs to listen to the people. As, as Candace Bergeron, her powerful speech that she did, she says that, you need to listen to the people. And if you just listen to them, this would stop. Like, she's fighting for us as well. Conservatives will be voting against that threshold, the threshold. It's not met. Okay, so can you get those comments? Mm-hmm. We won't have negativity in here. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to look at the chat too much because I want to get into what I'm getting into. So since they walked out of that emergency meeting and people have stepped down, the Emergency Act was not voted on. They have 7 days to vote on it, but they're not going to pass that. That was just to boost Trudeau's own image. You know, he's all about himself. He doesn't care about other people. He's just in it to gain politically. Freeland also announces that the federal government will provide a one-time $750 million for the municipality losses. And they're choking the donations to the truckers that have so bravely, men and women that have stood up for what is right and for freedom. But, okay, guys, we all know how voting works, right? They will all follow, no matter what, they will all follow the Libs, and with their NDPs, they'll follow that. They'll follow suit. They'll fold to them. So I wanted to thank you guys again for being here. Before I get into anything else, I want to thank you again so much for being here. Taking the time to get to know me personally, and like me giving the news to you is a little bit of a struggle, but I'm doing it. I'm learning as I go. Sorry about that. I'm learning as I go, and you know, I've taken the red pill is what I'm going to call it. I've actually awoken up to what is going on around me and how my system works and how corrupt it is. And I just wanted to thank you all for being here. Thank you, Mr. B. So if I do fumble on my words, I'm sorry, but I'm just new to this. So let's just keep going. But I want to thank you all so much. And remember to share this video, get it out there. Everyone needs to know this. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell to get the notifications, and stay in tune with me. And to help me out, guys, to help me bring you the best news possible and to get geared to bring you news, there's the donation links are pinned in the chat and pinned in the bio section down below. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all for your support. Yes, that is true. They can do what they want. And I want to really quick have a shout out. This is one I just found out. He's part of the Convoy. His name is Chris Barber. He was arrested for mischief. So these people, if they get arrested, which is going to start happening, they must sign conditions to be released. To leave, and they're going to be told to leave Ottawa and not to come back. So this is how they're doing it. They'll have, all who are arrested will have to sign a non-assumist. They'll have to sign that, and they will not be allowed back to Ottawa, and they will have to leave directly from Ottawa when they get released. So he was one of our brave people that were in Ottawa that sadly just got arrested. And if they don't agree to these terms and don't sign it, they stay where they are, imprisoned. Yes, that's true too. That's true too. So for Diane Theron, she is the mayor. Okay, she's the mayor in Peterborough. She took a leave of absence, and along with the chief of police, Peter Soley, he resigned, and the chief of police in Peterborough, Scott Gilbert, resigned. So it is a little bit fishy that they all are gone within a week's time. Okay, guys? Something isn't right. Okay, in the Banana Republic of Canada, banks have been told to rat out customers who donated to the Freedom Convoy, to RCMP and CSIS. Financial terrorism at its finest for the Canadian citizens. Okay? So they have 4 major banks BMO, Scotia, and RBC and TD Canada Trust have outages. Some clients have been told they have to wait 3 days to get their money. This is scary, people. What they're doing is not right in any means, because we want to support our fellow Canadians, truckers, men and women that are out there. You know, they shouldn't be doing this, okay? As I mentioned, there's a massive buildup of police surrounding that area. And the chief of police, Steve Bell, also did say, now is the time to leave on your terms. So what is he planning to do based on how their terms are going to affect it? I'm not too sure yet. So like, I'm almost at the point where I'm going to say I'm going to have to pull out my money, because, you know, I'm reporting to you guys of this and all the events. So am I, you know, I don't want to, you know, I need to have my money to be able to survive. There's going to be higher fines if they don't leave. What else did I have up here? Okay, it's the 21st day of the convoy out in Ottawa, okay? And there has been no violence whatsoever. Okay, so just know that, people. There's no violence there. What I think is Trudeau wants to push them to a point where it becomes violent. That's what I think. And for the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, to never show up for his meetings and to just leave and not answer things properly is wrong. Like I said before, if he would just answer the people, you know, they would leave. Like, okay, a little lesson for you guys, okay? Truckers in 1974 did close to this exact same thing. They shut down the borders until their demands to lower costs and improve conditions. So they became folk heroes. So this has happened before. This isn't the first time. So they were having an emergency meeting in the Parliament building and having a debate on the Emergency Act. Okay? Deputy Prime Minister Christina Freeland, the Ministry of Health and Safety, Mark Mendicino, said they wanted to restore peace to our country. I find that very laughable. They didn't want to share their side of anything. They didn't want to answer any questions. They were being laughed at. And there's a bunch of safeguards that they're following to do this whole, whatever it is, inside job that they got going on to get the people out of there. They won't be too frank on that. They won't tell us exactly what it is. And they say that the Charter of Rights will remain in place. And another thing, more truckers, I've heard, are on their way. So he fucked up big time. Pardon my French, he messed up big time. Trudeau, you have put yourself in, like, I want to be careful with my words, but like a world of hurt. I don't even know how he's still around, to be honest. You know, the news on TV, right? You know how they all read from those teleprompters? He lines their pockets, builds them so high. Everything is fake. They read what he wants them to put out there. And I'm trying to put out there the truth of what's really happening. I may not be the best at it yet, but hey, I'm trying. I'm trying to get you guys to know what is actually happening in this world. Because not only does it affect me, it affects the border. Like, they're open now, but you know what? We have our border crossings $390 million a day were lost when the borders were closed. 25% of our trade passes through that border. Okay? So, them closing that border down, we lost too, and so did you. But you know what? They opened back up. Like when I drove to work today, it was quite slow, but they're still opened. Like that would affect our food, everything, right? So names have been shared and released to the RCMP to stop funding those truckers, and those who do will face the repercussions of it. My mother even donated to them, and she wrote a letter to the MP that I wanted to read you guys. Like, it's very heart-wrenching, the letter that was written. But I don't have it on my, I have it on my phone, and sadly I'm using my phone. But it was on along the lines of, you know, none of the protesters or the truckers are white supremacists. They're not uttering gay slurs, you know, like they were led to believe. Like, that our prime minister needs to fight, you know, for these people, and our MP needs to fight for these people and not be one-sided and take their side. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't fold to him and his scare tactics. That's all it is. He's a bully, you know, he hides behind a mask. He can't even answer one question to these people. He just will continue to hide. Yes, they are debating, yeah. But they're not going to pass it, people. They're not going to pass it. He has not met the threshold. We would have to be, you know, yeah. And council member Mean resigned and walked out. And like I said, 4 council members stepped down during the emergency meeting. And I don't know what the massive buildup of police is going to do. These people, I have watched and seen videos from them saying they don't care if their bank account gets frozen. They don't care. Some of the truckers, they said they're staying put. They're not moving. If he would just fucking listen to these people, it would be, you know, it would be over. But he doesn't want to listen. He wants to dictate. That's what he is. He's becoming a dictator. And then, where is that? And another one, Jagmeet Singh, if I said that right, kisses Trudeau's ass. He's ruined the NDP. They're all puppets. Even I was watching the House of Commons speak today, and I was looking at my mom and I go, what's her name? What was her name again? The Wicked Witch, I call her. I forget what her name is, but she looks like a puppet. I'm sorry. Not Freeland. Yeah, Freeland. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Thank you. I'm looking at my notes. She looks like a puppet. She's got the lines here. It looks like someone's speaking for her. I'm like, it looks like someone's pulling her strings. And then another bit of top news. National Expertise and FinTrack said there hasn't been any suspicious activities or monies going through any bank transactions from this convoy. So with that being said, what does that tell you? Right? So this National Expertise has said that directly in the speaking. There has not been any transactions that were suspicious whatsoever to the convoy. So Trudeau has instead of listening to the brave men and women, has jumped to the most extreme measures, the Emergency Act. I listened to almost all the debates today, and all of them seem to completely ignore on the ground reality and seem to be racing for voter relevancy. The whole system needs to change. That's what I feel. And that's my own words. I'm sorry, I'll catch up with the comments after. I just wanted to get this out to you guys. Is there anything else I wanted to go on about? Oh, lying. That's another thing. Lying about Pat King. It will be solved with bullets. He never said this. This will all end with bullets. He never said that. He said hug and love. S'mores. Yeah, I love s'mores. Yes, the parliament has to vote on it. And that's why they're walking out, because they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want to invoke this, because we're not doing anything wrong for them to invoke this Emergency Act. Where is that other paper? Oh, it fell on the floor. 1 second. Like I said, it's a war measure. The Emergency Act is a war measure, okay? That's just for a way for him to divide the country, like I said yesterday. Okay? To invoke this act, they would have to say that we are a threat to national security, and we are not. And that's all of the updated news I have for you guys. So we will get into comments now, and I will try and answer to the best of my ability. So like I said, Liberals and NDP, they'll refuse to go with our plan and what we want, because of course, right? Update on me, like in our city, they still have blockades. They still have police. I haven't seen many protesters. I've seen a few, but not many. But why, if it's over and the borders are open, do they still have the blockades up? Like, and that's my route to work, and it's just, blocked off. So, what else can I say to you guys? But the dogs and the children with the CAS and the, Humane Society threatening to take and separate their children or their animals, that's sickening. Was there anything else I had to go through with you guys? I think I have it all. I think I covered it all. Do you have any news on? Do you guys have any questions for me? Say hello, Bandit. Hello, Bandit. And yeah, like I said, a lot more trucks are on the way. Lucy supports it. Don't we, Lucy? We have woken up and realized what is happening in this world. Didn't we? I am 34. Is Troy coming? Troy, say hello from over there.
Hello.
He's over here. He's over here watching the chat. And to answer the comment that was in the comment section about him doing his RCs and drones, he will be doing those.
I have older videos.
He has older videos I can post. Mark said hello. Well, you can see. Say hello in the chat then. Everyone's saying howdy. Can you see them?
Mm-hmm.
Is he paying for food or beer? The only thing these new tactics are going to do. Yes, and the only thing that these new tactics are going to do is hurt people. They're going to push people out of where they are, and the protesters and the truckers are just going to go, behind the fence. And this is going to, they want to create violence. Like I said before, that's how I feel. He wants it to get violent. He doesn't care about his people. Yes, and I know this too. Yeah. So the people that, because he was asked, the chief of police in Ottawa was asked, how do you know if these people are not truckers or they reside there? So how will you know? And he said, not too much, he said that they have intel on who is who, and they will, like I said, there's 100 checkpoints now. So they will go through each checkpoint, and if they find it suspicious, they'll be turned back and not be allowed to enter the city, the downtown core. Only residents will be able to. Right. The checkpoints? Okay, so there's 100 checkpoints in Ottawa. So let me try and explain it better. So they have 100 checkpoints set up throughout Ottawa. So the people that reside there, like they have intel of who doesn't reside there and who resides there. So you're safe to go visit your family, but there are going to be checkpoints there to make sure there's going to be no foul play, basically. There's going to be no truckers or protesters going there. Like if you have a valid reason, I'm sure they're going to let you. Thank you, Amy. They'll let you in, right? You have family there. I'm just saying that there's checkpoints to prevent the convoy from going any further into the downtown core. Right? So Windsor is still in a bit of an uproar, but it's not as bad as it was. So if you guys have any questions for me. Oh, and good news. A big, huge Canadian tow truck with a big Canada flag pulled up and parked. So he supports Canada and the freedom. So if anyone wants to get towed, you get towed by that guy. We have a few. There's not much police, eh?
Out there?
Yeah.
Not as much as the.
There's like maybe, I don't know, 12 of them.
They're still at every intersection, every busy intersection.
They're still at every busy intersection though, like, and blocking off like College Ave, Tecumseh, and yeah, he's backed up and parked. Yeah. Where are we at Wild Bill? What are we doing? We're getting a bus. If you guys have any questions for me, but remember to hit that thumbs up, share this video, get it out there. I'm trying my best to get you, the news you need, and honest news, not fake news, right? I'm being real, I'm being me, I may stutter here and there, but I'll get better at this. I promise you. I promise you. Okay, sure, Wild Bill. Oh, the weather here sucks too. It is so sleek. The roads are icy. It's freezing rain. We're going to get lots of snow. No, The emergency measure did not pass. It takes 7 days before. Yes. No, it did not pass. They walked out. And remember, guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you'll be notified when I'm going to go live with any news updates. I'm trying to do the premiere one so you guys can set a reminder so that way it reminds you, because sometimes you don't get the notification right away. And if you want me to keep bringing you news, please remember, you know, to look at the bio. Support me if you can by me getting new gear, donations. If you can't, that's fine too. But like, I just want to get the best news and get equipment to get you guys the best news. All you have to get new viewers go. Renee, are you still in here? What am I helping with, gas money? The emergency measure passed a long time ago. Renee, can you, okay, you guys, so another funny thing. Okay, so all of my videos now, I have to point out that I get a comment from Renee, like not from Renee, but saying Metallica rules in every single upload I get. And that's Renee. So Renee, there, that's my best friend, guys. She's in the chat. She's my little cheerleader on the side. And then my fiance, he's my other one. I try and keep calm as I can. I need a drink because, you know. You can still get into Ottawa, yes. But you're going to have to go through checkpoints. Justin Bieber rules, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going, Wild Bill? I don't know where we're going. AC/DC. Oh, now there's going to be a debate on this. What have I started? Oh, Ottawa to Convoy. Can you explain if you know emergency measures is actually in effect or not? No, the emergency measures they want to put into effect. They want to invoke, well, they have invoked the emergency procedures, but it has to be voted unanimously. And I don't think that's going to happen because we're not a threat to national security. Ja Rule. Oh my gosh. We're not a threat to national security. Trudeau needs to get his head out of his ass and respond to the people, respond to the citizens, respond to the brave men and women that are out there. That's all he has to do. But instead, he wants to hide away like a coward. The people are not going to stop fighting for freedom. No one is going to stop until, you know, he needs to recognize that there's citizens out there just wanting to speak with him, and they want to be acknowledged. So he is causing this, and he is taking, you know, the coward's way out by invoking something that doesn't need to be invoked because, like I said in my previous video, they didn't even invoke this law, the highest of laws, for 9/11. But yet we're terrorists. And he never even showed up today. What kind of prime minister does that?
Scared one.
A scared one, exactly. Thank you for that. Yes, I will post my evidence. Yes, I will post my evidence of the kids and dogs. Yes, I will post that. I have some linked below, most of the videos that I watched today, and I will be sure to post that in there as well. He is trying to be a dictator, is exactly what he's doing. And there was another thing, what was it? Trump, too. There was something about Trump, and I forgot to write it down. He's afraid of the people. He's afraid, I don't know what he's afraid of. He's just afraid. I don't know exactly what he's afraid of, but he needs to come out and just answer these people. It's all one-sided responses from him. And if he doesn't like what they say or what they have to say or what they ask, he walks out.
What is Trudeau afraid of?
What is he? What do you think?
Telling the people. I don't know. Doesn't want to talk. I don't know. Losing power.
Yeah, losing power. Oh yeah, Trump got blamed for everything that's going on in Canada. Yeah, he did. They're trying to blame the Americans now. Lucy goes anywhere I go. Right? Right, Lucy? And yes, Biden too. He follows the same exact script.
Who's wild?
Who's who?
Wild Bill.
I have no idea.
One subscriber.
Trudeau, what? My dad says. Don Knowlton is my dad, guys. I'm going to make him a moderator, actually. So you guys can see him. Trudeau is more worried about all the vaccines he's bought and doesn't want to be stuck with them. He's ruled by big... Yes, thank you, Dad, for that. You mentioned that to me yesterday. He's ruled by big pharma. Thank you, Dad, for that. Trudeau is more worried about all the vaccines he bought and doesn't want to be stuck with them. He is ruled by big pharma. Yeah, that's my dad in the chat, guys. Don Knowlton is my father. Do you guys have anything else to ask me? I'll try and answer to the best of my ability. Because I am getting hungry and I want to eat. It was nothing but a puppet. Yeah, that's true. Did you see what Renee put?
Mm-hmm.
Snacks. We'll have a little conversation, and then why would we buy all those shots?
Because he was hoping to get everyone to take them.
He was hoping to get everyone to take those shots, but I will not put that in my body. That is an assault to my body. I will never put that in my body, no matter how much. Like, if they say, you got to do this or you die, I die. Because I will not. I will lay there. Elaine. Hey, Elaine. The best I can. I mean... I think I'm going to go get myself a poutine. No. Do I know how to pull? No. Do dogs need their shots? What do you think about that, Lucy? Do you want your vaccine? Other than your rabies? Do you want the COVID vaccine? Do you want a tracker? No. See, I don't. She doesn't want one. See, I'm fine just the way I am. I don't need anything altering my DNA. Yep, she's a pure blood dog. Aren't you, Lucy? Pure blood. Oh, is there? I don't know. What does the poll feature do when I'm live?
I know that Mark Zuckerberg, owner of Facebook or Meta, is in on it too.
And My fiance just said that he knows that Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is in on it too.
I have videos.
She's a Jack Russell, yep. Thank you, Aileen. So what do you guys want to see from me in the future? Like, I'm trying hard to bring you the latest and greatest news, so you guys don't have to go worry about doing that. I'm doing it for you. Trying to keep you in the know. Oh, put it in a poll. If I can figure out how to do that, I will. But I don't know.
We'll figure it out. CP.
I'll learn the poll for next time, okay. Danny should my dog and Lucy hook up. No, she's fixed. No babies for her. Yeah, that is a good suggestion. Thank you for that. I'm in Canada. I'm a Canadian citizen. But I border America. Like, America, the border's right there. So we're like sisters. Yes, exactly, Brian. Pets are seatbelts. Oh, don't bark, Lou. Oh, there goes my dog. Sorry, guys. My other dog's barking. No, it's Oliver. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry, guys. No bark. Sorry about that, guys. He's going to continue. Someone just walked in, so he's going to continue for a second. So sorry about that. If all NDP and Libs vote yes, does it pass? Also, will the Senate vote yes or no? I'm not 200% sure on that question, but I think they all have to vote. They all have to be unanimous for it to go. And as far as I can see, it's not going to be voted on. Okay, you want to know about that? I will do my research on that. But I know all the bridges and everything is opened in Alberta, Manitoba. They're all opened. So but like I said, if you guys have no more questions for me, I'm going to have to end it here. I will be bringing you more news daily. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I will be doing it. So if you guys have any other questions for me, I'll try and answer them. But then I'm going to have to get going. And remember, hit that like button, subscribe, share, get it out there, get everyone on board with PinkZerba Productions. Get it out there, let people know, please. And if you could support me in any way, shape, or form to help you bring you guys the news, the links are listed. My PayPal and e-transfer are listed below. Can I what? Can you say hi to Renee for me, please? She's in the chat. You can, there she is. You can say hello. She's there. Hi, Renee. Thank you all so much for being here once again. I'm going to get going here, and you guys have yourself an awesome night. And stay safe and be careful on the roads out there. And thank you, Mr. B and Mrs. T, for everything. Who's sitting right next to you? What? Wait, what? Who's sitting right next to you, Renee? Thank you so much, Mark, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Until next time, Pink Zebra Reports is out. Bye, guys. Thanks, Elaine. She says hi to you.
Hello.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.